Winter in medieval England was not something people waited for. It was something they planned for long before the first frost touched the ground. By late summer, the village was already turning toward the season ahead, cutting hay, gathering fuel, and storing what would keep a household alive. A small mistake in October could become hunger in February. Preparation began with food. Fresh food was brief. Stored food was life. Grain was harvested, dried, and kept in barns, lofts, or granaries where it could be protected from damp and pests. Vegetables were gathered at their peak and preserved through drying, salting, or cool storage, sometimes in pits or cellars where possible. Nothing was casual. Each decision carried the weight of the months ahead. Meat required even more planning. Animals were not slaughtered at random. Slaughter commonly took place in autumn, when feeding was harder and cooler weather made preservation easier. Meat was salted, smoked, or dried quickly. Fat, bone, and hide were saved for other uses. One animal could support a household for weeks or months if nothing was wasted. Fuel mattered as much as food. Firewood was gathered steadily throughout the year, cut, split, and dried so it would burn well when winter arrived. Where peat was used, it was dug and stacked in advance. Without reliable fuel, homes became cold, damp, and dangerous. Clothing was prepared with the same foresight. Wool layers were repaired and thickened. Cloaks were checked. Shoes were mended. There was no quick replacement once winter began. Homes were adjusted too. Thatch was repaired. Gaps were blocked where possible. And in some households, animals were brought closer to living space for warmth and protection. Winter also changed the shape of work. Outdoor tasks were finished early while daylight and ground still allowed it. As days shortened, labor shifted indoors, mending, tool repair, spinning, and small tasks that kept a household functioning until spring. Community preparation mattered. Villagers shared routines, helped with heavy work, and watched who might struggle once winter set in. And the church calendar marked the turning points of the year, shaping when work slowed, when fasting began, and when communities gathered. By the time winter arrived, preparation was already complete. There was no sudden shift, only continuation. What people ate, wore, and burned in January had been decided months earlier. Winter was met with readiness, built from habit and hard memory. Here on the British Way, we explore history, places, and everyday life through calm, reflective films. That, my friend, is the British Way.